recording and you can go in.
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order, and we are, what happened here? William is going to sit in for Annie on the
Mhm.
voting.
Yes,
All right. We need approval of the minutes from last month's meeting. Does anybody want to make a
start with the
motion?
read-in for public meetings
Oh, I'm
first
sorry.
on all of that.
The read-in for public meetings that are not public hearings. This is a web-based call, so we are operating under the following procedures. This session is being audio recorded. Please be advised that today we are also video recording this session. We will not use the chat feature during this meeting. To ensure sound quality, the default rule is for this meeting that everyone will remain on mute. Board members and staff will generally remain on mute except when speaking or voting. This meeting is open to the public, but it is not a public hearing. Therefore, no members of the public may speak unless specifically invited to do so. If a member of the public creates an audio or video disruption, they may be manually ejected from the meeting upon recommendations of the staff or the chair. We appreciate your attendance at this meeting. Should you have any questions about this process, you may call our staff at 860-444-5813 between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. weekdays. The Zoning Board of Appeals meeting is now in session this 5th day of October 2022 at 6:34. All decisions of the board are final in accordance with the Connecticut General Statutes, Section 8-8B. Any person aggrieved by any decision of the board may take an appeal to the Superior Court. The appeal shall be commenced in accordance with Section 8-A, F, and G within 15 days from the date the notice of the decision was published as required by general statutes. Okay, approval of the September 7th meeting minutes. Does anybody want to make a motion to approve the minutes? John Morgan. Okay, and Michelle, was that a second?
That's a second, yes.
John
Okay.
actually has to make the motion. You need to unmute yourself and make the motion.
All right, so Michelle, that was a motion.
That was a motion.
Okay,
To
and do
approve
I
it.
have a second that wants to unmute and make a second?
I'll second the motion to approve.
Thank you. And all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
I abstain.
All right, thank you. Sorry.
That's okay.
All right, new old business application ZBA 22-8, appeal of Jeffrey Menino, owner and applicant at 212 Shore Road. R20 zone variances are requested from zoning regulations section 4.4.1 and front yard setback section 4.4.2, side yard setback 4.4.3, and rear yard setback as shown on the plans entitled property survey belonging to Jeffrey A. Menino. And so does anybody on the board want to make a motion? Hello, board members?
Is this is this a motion to approve the application?
Right.
It's best to make a positive motion and then it can be discussed and then voted upon.
Okay.
It's less confusing if you make a negative motion.
Okay, I make a positive motion to approve it.
Okay, and do I have a second?
I'll second it, John Morgan.
Okay, and so any discussion? No. Okay, hearing none, we'll call the vote. All in favor, please say aye.
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 And any opposed?
Aye.
John, that was a 4 or an opposed?
Oh, 4.
Okay.
Yeah, 4.
And any, okay. Any opposed? Any abstained?
Anne, darling, I abstain. Annie, I abstain.
All right. All right, so motion passes. New business, decision on the 2023 meeting schedule. And discussion is changing the time of the December 2022 meeting to 5:30.
Yeah, so we sent out in your packets or via email the proposed schedule for next year. There was discussion at the last meeting that everybody was interested in moving the time up to 5:30, especially in the winter time. So we scheduled everything for 5:30. It actually makes it a little bit easier. We run into conflicts for rooms in the springtime with Board of Finance. So if we meet at 5:30, especially in May, in April too, I think sometimes it's better. And we have a better chance of getting the auditorium every time. And then we were proposing to move this coming meeting in December to 5:30, as you guys had all suggested, meeting earlier in the winter time, so we can do a special meeting. It's not a big deal. Right now, we don't have any pending applications, but we've got a whole month to go, so it's possible that we will have some. So you can all discuss that.
Okay, anybody have any comments?
My only comment is, how does that work with you all that are out in the working field? Is that a okay time for you?
It's okay with me. I make my own schedule.
Okay,
Okay with me.
me too. I don't care.
I mean, I'm flexible unless I'm somewhere, which means I wouldn't be here anyway.
Well, that makes sense.
That's what I thought. Unless I'm traveling, doing something somewhere, then I won't be around. So then that's the way it
Yeah.
is.
Okay,
Warren, did you want to say anything?
Flexible and just,
I just said that I was the one who asked for the earlier schedule initially, and that would be so much better, really.
All right, so does somebody want to make a motion to approve the meeting schedule for 2023 and moving the meeting time to 5:30 for the 2023 schedule and for the December 2022 meeting?
I'll gladly make that motion to ask for the December meeting to be moved to 5:30 and for going forward in 2023 to have our meetings at 5:30.
Okay,
and I'll second it.
okay. All in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Any opposed? Any abstain? So moved. All right, so correspondence. Do we have any correspondence?
Not, we had a withdrawal, as you all were notified. We had an application come in last month that would have been heard or accepted today and heard in November, but they've since withdrawn. They'll come back later. So that means we have no meeting in November. We will have to meet in December, at least briefly, to approve the budget and one other thing, I think, at the end of the year. So that'll happen in December, but you get a month off.
And hopefully Ridgewood will come back in December.
Correct. That's the plan. And we may see Race Rock come back in December too, but with a whole different team.
Okay. And I have to recuse myself from the Ridgewood, so
Right.
we'll need to
So,
make sure that we have other bodies there.
yep, if that happens, we will poll the membership and make sure that we've got enough people to have a quorum in December. If we don't, then we would likely have time to push it to January, but we will have to make sure we get a quorum for that one.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Not from this end.
All right. Does somebody want to make a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Is there a second?
I second it.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
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 All right. Any opposed? So moved. We are adjourned and have a great evening.
All right, everybody. See
Very
you all in
much.
December. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Thank you.
everybody, that's good.
Yep.
Thank you.
Bye. Maybe I'll see you over there on the water.
Yeah.